HBO's Harry Potter has a massive new problem. HBO's Harry Potter has not even been released yet, and it has already lost Ginny Weasley. But the recast is not the real problem. It is the first warning that HBO's entire 10-year plan may be impossible to control. Ginny is the best-case scenario. Strangely, Ginny may be the easiest important character the production could lose. She only appears briefly in Philosopher's Stone, and the replacement can arrive when Ginny begins Hogwarts in Season 2. There is no need to explain the change inside the story. The new actress puts on the robes, joins the Weasley family, and most casual viewers will adjust. But the change cannot be completely hidden. Season 1 has already finished filming. The audience will still meet Gracie Cochran's Ginny at King's Cross, and see her with the Weasleys before another actress takes over. And Season 2 is already in pre-production. The production now has to find someone who fits the existing Weasley family, can handle Ginny's darker material immediately, and might still work as Harry's romantic partner years later. It is a suspiciously large list of requirements for a child who has not even started Hogwarts. The replacement will not arrive quietly. She will be announced, photographed, and compared with Cochran before viewers see her performance. The production is casting a long-term lead years before her biggest relationship begins. The replacement has to solve today's problem without creating a larger one in Season 6. More importantly, Ginny left at the moment when replacing her causes the least damage. The next actor may not. And that is the easy version. The 90-minute problem. The largest threat to HBO's plan is not whether the children can act. It is how little time the production can actually use them. Cinematographer Adriano Goldman described filming around the young cast as brutal. Harry, Ron, and Hermione may be available for roughly an hour and a half at a time, while the crew tries to complete as many as 6 different camera setups before they have to leave again. The children still need schooling, breaks, and legally limited working hours. Hogwarts may ignore most normal safety standards, but the production cannot. Goldman explained that scenes have to be prepared or partially filmed while the children are in class. The crew then shoots their material quickly, often out of order, whenever the young actors become available. That means one conversation can be filmed in pieces, with different angles captured between lessons. And he admitted the obvious danger. The faster the crew works, the more quality can be compromised. It shows how compressed important shooting blocks can become. One delay with lighting, costumes, effects, or a difficult performance can consume a large part of the window before the scene is finished. That is a much bigger problem than one recast. One of HBO's biggest promises for the new Harry Potter series is greater detail. The series is supposed to restore scenes the films shortened, spend longer inside Hogwarts, and give the characters room to develop. But whenever the 3 most important actors enter the set, the production may be racing a 90-minute clock. HBO promised a more detailed Harry Potter adaptation. While barely having time to film Harry Potter, Warner Brothers built a real school. The scale of the problem becomes clearer when you look beside the sets at Warner Brothers Studios Leavesden. The studio built an actual temporary school for the child performers. The facility normally teaches around 150 pupils, but can accommodate as many as 600 when large Hogwarts scenes require a crowd of young actors. It is approved to operate from early morning until late evening, so lessons can move around filming. There is even an application to expand it. The school was approved for use alongside production for up to a decade. That means Leavesden is maintaining an entire education system beside an active television set for much of the cast's childhood. Hundreds of children are attending a real school, so they can spend years pretending to attend a magical one. The school does not remove the scheduling problem. It only makes that problem possible. A great hall full of students may look like one cast. Behind the camera, it is hundreds of separate timetables wearing matching robes. One student may be available for the first camera angle, but back in class before the reverse shot. Another may finish lessons just as the lighting changes. One group can be filming while another is studying. Costumes, makeup, tutoring, parents, transport, and legal working limits all have to line up before anyone can wave a wand in the background. The books could fill Hogwarts with a few names on a page. The production needs classrooms, tutors, legal schedules, and up to 600 children who still have homework. Background characters do not stay. Background characters. This creates the same problem the original films faced, but across an adaptation promising even more continuity and character development. Harry Potter is filled with characters who appear unimportant until several books later. Ginny begins as Ron's little sister, becomes the victim at the center of Chamber of Secrets, joins Dumbledore's army, fights in major battles, and eventually marries Harry. Neville begins as the nervous boy losing his toad. By the final story, he is leading resistance inside Hogwarts and killing Nagini. Lavender Brown can spend early seasons as another Gryffindor face before becoming essential to Ron and Hermione's sixth-year storyline. Even Colin Creevey matters more if viewers watch him follow Harry, join the rebellion, and return for the Battle of Hogwarts. The series must cast those children years before their important material arrives. Will they still want to act? Will their families still want the schedule? Will they develop the screen presence the later story needs? Will another production offer them a larger role? A student with 2 lines in Season 1 may become essential 4 seasons later. Every minor casting decision can become a future continuity problem. A book can leave someone in the background for 4 years and bring them forward whenever necessary. A television show has to hope the actor waits there too. The detailed promise is fighting the schedule. HBO can reduce some risks by filming seasons closer together. Season 2 entered pre-production before Season 1 had even premiered. That timing helps limit the gap between school years, because the cast cannot spend years aging between every season. But faster production creates the opposite problem. Later, Harry Potter books become much larger. The mysteries become more complicated. The cast expands. The effects become heavier. The locations multiply. The battles grow. And the emotional scenes require more time rather than less. Goblet of Fire is not simply Philosopher's Stone with another tournament attached. Order of the Phoenix introduces the Ministry Battle, Dumbledore's army, Umbridge's entire regime, and a school full of students who need individual development. Half-Blood Prince has to balance Voldemort's history, Draco's mission, Dumbledore's lessons, and several relationships the films barely explored. A friendship neglected in Season 2 can weaken an emotional payoff in Season 5. The series is building consequences that must survive 7 production schedules. HBO can rush to stop the actors aging too quickly, or it can slow down to produce the detailed adaptation it promised. Doing both for 7 seasons is the real trick. The children are not the only clock. Most discussion focuses on whether the young cast will look too old by Deathly Hallows, but the production also has to keep its adult cast available for years. John Lithgow is already 80. He joked that his 8-year contract means he will still be playing Dumbledore at 88. Dumbledore is not a role the series can quietly reduce. He becomes more important as the story continues and must carry some of the largest material in Order of the Phoenix and Half-Blood Prince. The original films already had to replace Richard Harris after Chamber of Secrets. Now the new adaptation begins with a Dumbledore roughly a decade older than Harris was when he first played the role. That does not mean Lithgow cannot complete the series. It means the production's long-term casting gamble runs in both directions. The children must not grow too quickly, and several adults must remain healthy, available, and willing to return until their final books. One problem can spread through the cast. A recast does not only change one face, it can change the chemistry of an entire group. A new Ginny has to feel like the daughter of the series Molly, the sister of its Ron, Fred, George, and Percy, and eventually a believable partner for its Harry. The production originally selected those actors as one family. Now, one part has to be replaced after the others have already filmed together. The same would be worse with a member of the central trio. Harry, Ron, and Hermione are not independent roles. Their friendship has to become natural over years. Replacing one actor later would force 2 established performances to rebuild their chemistry while viewers compare every expression with the person who came before. And chemistry is not something the production can preserve in a contract. The trio may work perfectly at 11 and feel completely different at 16. Ginny and Harry may look right on a casting sheet years before the actors have to carry a romance. HBO can plan storylines, schedules, and options for future seasons. It cannot plan how children will grow together on screen. Ginny left before Season 1 even aired. HBO still has 6 books to survive.